So let us review this sample program one more time, looking at each line and noting the required comments. For every section, you're going to identify what that section does. And if there's something special, although because I was describing this for the first time in previous examples, I added a little bit more comment per line. So you can have, for every unique line that is a comment, you start off with a hashtag. You can also add it to regular lines, because comments are not executable statements. They're just there for remarks or comments as a note or reminder as to what was done. So let's run the program now. And when we run it, it always asks if you wish to save, and you're going to save it. When you save the file, it'll be, you can use your last name, first name, the name of the program, whatever name that I have declared or indicated on your instructions, that is the name that you will use. Be sure to use the correct name, and once you save it, it'll always ask or indicate rather the save as type, and of course it's going to be Python. It will automatically save as a Python document. It had already been saved previously. Let's run the program now. And now it is prompting the user to perform the tasks as described in the program. Enter your first and last name. I'll say Elizabeth Taylor. Press the enter key. Enter your current address. Once you're prompted to enter the current address, just for the sake of time, I added the street, but you could have also added the city, state, and zip code. Next, the current phone number. I'll just use a local number here. And once I enter the data that's requested, the computer will display the data and it will center it. It will be in a centered format. I can remove that period if I want to, since I don't have it here or here. I ran the program once more and I removed the period so you don't see that period. Also, I added an arbitrary city, state, zip, etc. And this is a window for the output, and of course I can just close it out and it's gone. And if you wanted to, you could put, if you want the program to put blank statements between your, when it displays your prompts, you can do that. And of course that makes it a little bit easier for you to decipher between the input and the actual output. Let's run the program one more time. I'll just use something, James Lee Bailey, 1759 Tidwell Road, and I'll put in this. And now you see the output. Now we can also save this output. This output can be saved as an individual file. To do that, you're going to click on the File menu and Save As. And depending on where you're saving, and I'll just move over to where I normally would save. And I'll save this as my last name, first name, or title in this case, sample 1, and I'm going to say output. But rather than me saving the type as Python, there's a little menu there that allows us to, I'm going to see if I can move this up a little bit so you can see it. I'm changing this to a text file because it will, as the save as type, it will display as Python files, text files, or all files. I'm going to choose text files, and the computer will extend this with the .txt extension. And I'll click the save. Now you'll see the same file name, but it's going to be a text file rather than the Python version. The Python version is this one. You see the PY, it'll have the extension on it. Also, it will have a little icon for the Python icon. This one is a text file. If I right click on it, it's going to tell me, if I say type or whatever, or the properties rather, that'll show me. See, it's a text file, as you can see, Notepad. Whereas this one, if I use properties, it's going to show up as a Python file. I'm going to open up this file and you'll see what it saved. So I'll just say open, and it opened it up as a Notepad program. It stored everything that was on that monitor or display, as well as the output. And this can be submitted through the Dropbox. To submit your program to me, what you would do, I'm going to go in as a student. Let's change over to as a student. And what you're going to do is, I'll go under the assignments, go to assignment 1 link, choose add a file, okay, let me back it up here. Okay, add a file, my computer, load, and then wherever you stored that file, that's what it's going to be looking for. So I'll navigate to the directory where I stored the results, and these are the 2 files. I'll just hold down the control and just click on both of these, click open, add. Now you're going to, in your first assignment, you're going to be adding 5 or 6 different files. Okay, so, but once you add those files, you're going to write a reflection statement about your experience with doing the assignment. You're going to also write what your challenges was. I'll just put on here, this was an interesting assignment. I was able to create string, literal, and variable objects in assignment number 1. And basically just leave it at that. Whatever you did, if you had challenges or problems or whatever, indicate that. And we'll just click submit. And that's part of your assignment. Now, if you look at assignment 1, the second part says go to ChatGPT or Microsoft Copilot to do and have it to generate the same program, and then you'll make comparisons with that. Be sure to add comments throughout that program also. If you have any questions, please contact me as early as you possibly can, okay?